Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashata Nishatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasani Govinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasani Bhakta Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Sai. Shukriya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Krishna Prabhuji,
Om
Hare
Namo Bhagavate
Krishna,
Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Shalakaya Chakshurmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, Anirudh Sharma, Hare Krishna, Anirudh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hello. So, some of you are already part of Bhakti Vrikshas. Some people, they see today the class is for people who want to join Bhakti Vrikshas, but they found little bouncer on that day. I wanted to actually give them a taste of so many, just like say, Aishwarya Mataji, you are enjoying so many delicacies. Somebody comes to your place, you taste this, you taste this. Somebody made them taste nectar devotion, somebody nectar of instruction, somebody Ishopanishad, and Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the delicacies we have. So,
Yes.
but some people found, oh, this is a little tough. Not tough, actually. So what I'll do is that I think the most important Leela for all of us is Prahlad Narsimha Leela. Okay? Most amazing. And naturally, when people hear the Leela, they go towards Prahlad Maharaj. And we have all of us Hiranyakashipu within our heart. Little. That gets vanished. And it's very pleasurable. Another nice Leela which I want to tell is Ajamila Leela, because that is very important. And because it also helps us because there is so much beautiful glorification of the holy name in that Leela. And after that, I want to do with you 1, 2, 3, 3 chapters of that. So we have 5 days with us. One chapter is small, so say 2 days for Bhagavad Gita, 3 days for Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that will be okay. And also we should, that will be the rest of the thing we can do. So Prahlad Maharaj or Ajamila today, which one?
Prahlad.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad.
Ajamila we have heard little bit while learning Bhagavad Gita.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Yes.
Prahlad Maharaj.
What you read while learning Bhagavad Gita is nothing. If you go to Bhagavatam, it is so sweet.
Now let's hear Prahlad first.
You all are Prahlad, so you want to hear. What had happened? We had an event in the temple that is called Narasimha. So on that day, it is automatically done.
రాశాను పద్యం అది పోయం పూర్తి చేస్తే పోయం కంప్లీట్ చేస్తే
Okay, and now this.
ఏమీ కరుణ ఓ దయానిధి నీవు కొలువై ఉన్నది మా ఎదలోనే.
Okay, so keep yourself unmuted. Be careful. In the beginning, there may be some interaction. I don't want to mute everybody. Doesn't look good. Then I'm all alone through the whole presentation. Okay. Okay. So there are. Why did you unmute yourself? So there are two personalities which we have. One is Prahalad, one is Hiranyakashipu. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinam.
Sir, I can't hear you.
Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunivadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So the two personalities here, one is Prahlad Maharaj, one is Hiranyakashipu. So let us have a really nice debate between them. I don't think you all know, but unless you attended these classes, you will not know they had a very serious debate. And let us see who won. This is a brief history that Hiranyakashipu went to the forest for tapasya. At that time, Prahlad Maharaj is not born, but his mother is pregnant. Prahlad is there in the womb. And Devatas take an opportunity to attack the Danavas, and they lose because without him they can't fight. And they kidnap his mother, and they're dragging her away. And immediately, oh wow!
I think you have to mute all of us. You have to mute everyone. Yeah. Too much background.
Done now. Don't worry. That option is always there, but I don't want to do it, but I'm forced to do it. Okay. Now I'm all alone. So this happens, the Narad Muni lands up there. What's happening? You are Devatas. You are kidnapping somebody's wife. No, Naraji, we are worried about the child. The child is Hiranyakashipu, you know what a demon he is. Whole universe is tortured. His son is another demon, then we will disturb. We just want to keep a child under watch. He said, you cannot even touch him, even if you want to. He is such a great devotee. You can't even touch him. Narad Muni already knows he is such an exalted devotee. So they say, really? So yes, he's not a demon, he's a great devotee. So all the Devatas, then what they do? They pay obeisance to Prahlad Maharaj. They circumambulate Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu. They have total faith in every word of Narada. That's why they are Devatas. And they go away. Now, Kayadu requests Narad Muni that I'm scared of the life of my child. They may attack again. Because of you, they went away. He said, yes. One request. Till my husband comes back, I want to stay in your ashram. So Narad Muni is a Paramahamsa exalted sage. He said, okay, come. And on second thing, she said, because he had one more purpose, he wanted to his Shishya was there inside the room, he wanted to instruct her. Second thing, they gave me one more benediction. He said, what? That let my child will not be born till Hiranyakashipu comes. So I'm worried about his safety. He said, granted. So he gives her the blessing. He is, he's so great devotee. Whatever he desires happens. He said, granted, blessed her. Now she, in his ashram, what she can do? She's making some garlands or something. She's sitting with Prahlad Maharaj in the womb. And Narada is now busy glorifying the Lord with his heart. He's such an exalted devotee. And Prahlad Maharaj is relishing every word of nectar, is relishing just like nectar. He's enjoying like a mother was so much worried about when the husband will come, maybe these people will attack again. So she was not able to concentrate. But Prahlad was just, when fear is there in the mind, you cannot hear anything. But Prahlad's child was drinking the nectar and he enjoying hearing every word. And that's what he goes through. And then Hiranyakashipu, on the other hand, is busy some tapasya actually. And then Brahma finally comes because the situation becomes like this. He's eaten by ants, his whole body, and still he's doing. And tapasya finally start heating up the place. So Brahma comes down. He said, "Okay, what's happening?" And you cannot even look at him. He was covered with ant. So Brahma saws even his body, one portion is eaten by the ant, somehow keeping himself alive, determination. So Brahma says, Hiranyakashipu, very happy with your tapasya, and takes from his kamandala some water and throws over him. And Brahma has a power. He comes out a young, powerful boy. Not boy, powerful young man with all the power. And then Brahma says, what do you want? He said, I want to be immortal. And Brahma said, I am not immortal. How I can make you immortal? So tell me something. No, okay, tell me, give me this. What? Let me not, all that system, let me not die in the day, let me not die in the night, all the benedictions he take, not by man, not by animal, the big list he gives. Brahma says, and let me have the powers like you have in the universe, that no parallel to me and nobody can fight with me. Brahma says, Tathastu, blesses him. And then Hiranyakashipu, immediately after getting the power, okay, this is Hiranyakashipu, the brief note before I proceed. What kind of tapasya later Prahlad Maharaj did? Prahlad Maharaj was just discussing Krishna consciousness and he was chanting and dancing. And what is the result? His father, by all the tapasya he did, was torn by Narasimhadev into pieces. And Prahlad Maharaj, same Narasimhadev, put his hand on his head. So what is the difference? Massive difference. So doing some silly tapasyas is not going to help us. We should do guided tapasya like Prahlad Maharaj did. You win the heart of the Lord. And what is the comparison? He had, body has been eaten by ants. And here, just talking Krishna, so pleasant. So Krishna consciousness is very pleasant, very simple. But this severe tapasya will torture the body and all, finally end in a demonic end. So now, when he was harassing, the Hiranyakashipu harassing the whole universe, at that time, all the devatas were praying to Vishnu, so Vishnu gave them the message. They heard the voice. Not every time they see the Lord, sometimes they hear the voice. Oh, best to the learned person, do not fear. I wish all good fortune to you. Become my devotees by hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers, for those are certainly meant for. These kind of things are certainly meant to award benediction to all living entities. I know all about the activities of Hiranyakashipu and shall surely stop them very soon. Please wait patiently until the time. So please wait patiently until the time this happens. When Hiranyakashipu teases the great devotee Prahlad, his own son who is peaceful and sober, who is no enemy, I shall kill Hiranyakashipu immediately despite the benediction of Brahma. So Krishna is telling Devatas, is continue to do this, chant Hare Krishna, do devotion service, that is good for all of you. Wait patiently. I know, and I will stop Hiranyakashipu. And particularly when it touches his boy Prahlad, I'll destroy him. Even he has so many benedictions of Brahma, I don't care. Now this is about Prahlad Maharaj. Now narration shift to that. From the very beginning of his childhood, Prahlad Maharaj was uninterested in childish plaything. Indeed, he gave them up altogether and remained silent and dull, being fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Since his mind was always affected by Krishna consciousness, he could not understand how the world goes on by duly absorbed in activities of sense gratification. Prahlad Maharaj was always absorbed in thought of Krishna, thus being always embraced by the Lord. He did not know how his bodily necessities such as sitting, walking, eating, lying down, drinking and talking were being automatically performed because of his advancement in Krishna consciousness. He sometimes cried, sometimes laughed, sometimes expressed jubilation, sometimes sang loudly. Sometimes, on seeing the Supreme Personality, God Prahlad Maharaj would loudly call in full anxiety. He sometimes lost his shyness and jubilation, became dancing in ecstasy, sometimes being fully absorbed in thought of Krishna, love oneness, imitated the pastimes of the Lord. Sometimes, feeling the touch of the Lord's lotus hand, he became spiritually jubilant and remained silent, his hair standing on end and tears gliding on his half-closed eyes because of his love for the Lord. Because of association in the perfect unalloyed devotee had nothing to do with anything material, Prahlad Maharaj constantly engaged service of the Lord by seeing his bodily features when he was in perfect ecstasy. Person very poor in spiritual understanding became purified. So you can see all the ecstasies are in them. Sometimes Krishna is personally come, embrace him, and it's like a small boy totally at shelter of Krishna. So his tears gliding down his eyes out of ecstasy. And sometimes he's loudly chanting the Lord's holy name, like that. Sometimes. Now what happened? Now something interesting happens. We get Hiranyakashipu into the scene now. And what does Hiranyakashipu do? That once, they bring Prahlad Maharaj to meet Hiranyakashipu, the Gurukul teachers, and here it is. And the mother bathes the child and he comes. The Hiranyakashipu saw the child had fallen at his feet, see, full of it. He knows, he's a 5-year-old boy, he's an acharya. He knows everything, but devotee, you cannot find fault. Offering obeisance as an affectionate father, he immediately began showering blessings upon the child and embraced him with both arms. A father naturally feels happy to embrace his son. Hiranyakashipu became happy in this way. Now, when he continued, my dear King Yudhishthira, Hiranyakashipu seated Prahlad Maharaj on his lap and began smelling his head. With affectionate tears gliding down his eyes and washing the child's smiling face, he spoke to his son as follows. My dear Prahlad, my dear son, O long lived one, for so much time you have heard so many things from your teacher. Now please repeat to me what you think is the best of all that knowledge. Amazing. Shri Prarada Vacha, Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakyamatva Nivedanam. This came first. Oh, sorry. This is the first one. Sorry, I jumped a little. Because I was, okay, here. Same instance happened twice. First time is this one. Sorry. Tata sadhu manye asuravarya dehinam sadha samudvigna dhyama sadgraha hitvad patam grihe andakupam vanom gato yad harimashayeta. Amazing shloka. Tata sadhu manye asuravarya dehinam. हाँ ये बस 70 के नीचे रहने का टोटल साइज 70 वो आता ना कितना कैरेक्टर्स आया 250 माइनस 70 बोला ना मैं आपको नहीं तो 3 मैसेज ले जाओ So, Tadasadu manye asuravarya dehinam sada samudvignati. Only registration को बोलने का, बाकी नहीं बोलो. Contact हटा दो और next भी हटा दो. Oh, FAQ. Only register कर. Sorry. Tadasadu manye asuravarya dehinam sada samudvignati. So he's saying, my dear father, that sadhu, that's the best thing I know. Sadhu is also an adjective. Asuravarya dehinam. Oh, best of the asuras. He is full of etiquette or full of truth. Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgraha. People are always in anxiety because asadgraha. They're trying to make a settlement in a temporary place. Hitva atma atma patam grihe andakupam. They have given up the place for spiritual culture. Atma patam grihe andakupam. And they jumped into the blind well of, Atma Patam means place of self-purification. So let me explain again. Tatasadu manya asura paridena. That is the best thing, or best to the asuras. What is that? Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrahat. The people are always in anxiety. Asadgrahat, because they want to make a settlement in a temporary place. Hitvat patam grihi andukupam. They jumped into the andukupam means a blind well. They need to just go and break your bone. Atma patam. They given up the place of spiritual culture and jumped into the well where they simply cry. My dear father, my advice: go to Vana and take shelter of Hari. Vanam gato yad Hari mashreta. Look at the courage of the child. He's telling a demon this. Full of etiquette, but full in spiritual knowledge. Both things together are very difficult. And when Prahlad Maharaj spoke this, what happened? Hiranyakashipu really happy or really very, very upset? Definitely Hiranyakashipu was very upset. And then so I've given you a chance. Take care, please. So Atma Patam Griha Andakupa. So when Hiranyakashipu heard this Prahlad Maharaj speaking all this, said he didn't take it very seriously the first time. He says maybe some spy spoiled his intelligence. Amazing. Prahlad Maharaj's first line itself so amazing. He said, please take care in the Gurukul. Nobody should come from outside and spoil the head of this. Take care. To give protection to the boy in Gurukul, the intelligence not spoiled by Vaishnavas, they will go there as disguise. So I think spies have come from Vishnu and spoiled his head. Even today, sometimes children start chanting, the parents also get upset. They're also sometimes small Hiranyakashipus. And then what happened, Shanda and Amarka take him to the Gurukul and they try to train him. They're very upset and they scold him. And Prahlad Maharaj says, what? Just like an iron is attracted to magnetic store, the same way my mind is attracted to the Vishnu. I have no independence. Very amazing thing, he said. Shanda and Amarka, they shout at him. 6 months, they brainwash him. They teach him. He's silent, very silent. He's peaceful. Then again, next time, again it happened. They again went to Hiranyakashipu second time. And again, Hiranyakashipu saw the child and he was full of etiquette, fallen at the feet offering obeisance. He picked him up. And naturally feels happy to embrace Prahlad Maharaj. And he was crying. Affectionate tears were flying from the eyes of Hiranyakashipu. The tears are falling on the cheek of Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj is smiling. Not because father is holding him, because of he's so advanced devotee. My dear Prahlad, my dear son, oh long-lived one. He's blessing him to live long and just very soon I will order him to be killed. For so much time, you heard so many things from your teacher. Now please repeat to me what you think is the best of all that knowledge. Now what happens? Prahlad Maharaj says, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam Iti Pumsar Pita Vishnu Bhaktis Chenava Lakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Addat Anmanye Aditam Uttamam. He said there are 9 ways we can serve Vishnu. What is that? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. We should hear about the Lord. We chant the whole name of the Lord. We should think about the Lord. We should serve the lotus feet of the Lord. We should worship the Lord. We should offer prayers to the Lord. We should das him. We should serve the Lord as a das. Sakyam, we should become his friend and offer everything to the Lord. There are 9 ways. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. 9 ways. Iti Pumsar Pita Vishnu Bhakti Chain Navalakshana. 9 ways we can serve. And it tells us what do you expect now, Hiranyakashipu. After hearing the words of devotion service from the mouth of his son Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry. His lips were trembling. He spoke as follows to Shanda, the son of Guru Shukracharya. Shanda and Amarka were 2 sons of Shukracharya, which he was maintaining. Unqualified, most heinous son of a Brahmana. He started, why you're taught, what nonsense you're taught to my innocent child. Hiranyakashipu says, oh enemy of King Indra, oh king, whatever your son Prahlad said was not taught to him by me or by anyone else. The spontaneous devotion within his heart, we can't do anything about. And we should not scold Brahmanas like this. Then at this moment, again, the father and son duel. Father asks the son, if this fellow has not taught you anything, tell me who taught you all this nonsense? Prahlad Maharaj, what does he say? He gives some instructions, which are very important instructions. The 3 shlokas, jewel of the shloka. 2 shlokas already over. And I wish you should cram all these 5 shlokas. First shloka was, Tadasadu manye asuravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyam asatgrahat hitvad grihe andakupam vanam gato yad harimasheta shravanam kirtanam vishnu smaranam pada sevanam archanam vandanam nasyam sakyamatma nivedanam iti pumsar pita vishnu bhakti chenama lakshana. 2. Third one. Materina krishne parato sato va mitho vipadyete grahavatana adand gobhi vishatam thamisham punah charvita charvananam. Let us understand the first one. So there is no use telling him who taught him, but he wants to tell his father something. Always, father asks him, he gives an answer with love and affection, but truth. He doesn't care to become angry or agitated. He just tells the truth. My dear father, you will not become Krishna conscious. Imagine how it is. Acharya, a small boy is an Acharya. You cannot become Krishna conscious. Parato, by others' effort, Swata by your own effort, Mito combined effort. Any way you try, you will not become Krishna conscious. Why? Grahavatana, you have taken an oath. Prata means oath. You have taken an oath to become happy by sense enjoyment. Adant Govihi. Can't you see, my dear father? Your senses are totally. Hiranyakashipu is always drunk. Can't you see? Adant Govi, senses are totally uncontrolled. Vishatam Tamishra, you are entering darkness and darkness. Punah charvita charvanam. We are chewing what you have already chewed, my dear father. Already have chewed this silly happiness many times, still dream more and more of that. Nate vidu sward gati me Vishnu. You don't know, my dear father, what's your real goal of life. That is Vishnu. Nate vidu. People do not know the real goal of life is Durashayai Vahi Arthamanina. They're hoping against hope to become happy by sense gratification. Andha Yathanda Yupaniyamana. They're blind, running after blind. Tepi Ishitanda Murudavani Baddaha. Tepi Ishitanda Murudavani Baddaha. They're tightly bound by the laws of mental nature. Nesha Matistava Turukramang Rims Parishati Anartha Bushamo Yadartaha. Mahiyasham pada rajo abhishekam nishkinchananam navrinitayama. So nothing we do, people do not know the real goal of life, take shelter of Vishnu. Durashaya, they hoping against hope. They give so much value to sense gratification. Bahi arthamanina. Du asha, hoping against hope. They give so much value to sense enjoyment. Andha yathan, they are just like a blind man led by another blind man. Are totally tightly bound by the laws of nature. Naisha matistava durukramangi. He said, what you should do, my dear father? Take dust of the lotus feet of the devotee and do abhisheka. I'll revise again. The very important shlokas, these 3. First shloka I said, which we read in the first one. What are the Prahlad Maharaj teachings? Amazing teachings, no? First shloka, what is this teaching? He's teaching what? My dear father, the best thing I know, you are asking what the best thing I learned in school is that you're always in anxiety. Sada samadvigna dhyam asatgrahat. Because we are taken shelter of the body, which is temporary. We are taken shelter, we are trying to make a permanent settlement in a temporary place. You're always in anxiety. All of everybody is back of the mind. What happened? Because unfortunate news we get in this world. Hitva tapatam grihe andakupam. People leave the place of spiritual culture and jump into the blind well of materialism. And my dear father, the best advice in this situation is you take shelter of Hari. Go to forest and take shelter of Hari. First instruction. Second instruction he gave, Father, 9 ways we can serve Vishnu. We can hear about him, we can chant about him, we can think about him, like that. And then the father got angry. He said, who taught you all this nonsense to you? He says, it doesn't reply to that question, rather gives again an instruction. Bhakti Krishna, my father, you not become Krishna conscious by any way because you have taken an oath to become happy by sense enjoyment. Your senses are uncontrolled and you're entering into darkness. And you're chewing, but you have already chewed many times. Very big statement. Sometimes people tell us what you're doing. Hare Krishna, same thing you're repeating. Huh? What are you doing? Same eating, sleeping, but you're also repeating that only. You have no better ideas. Nate vidu swart gati Vishnu, my dear father, they don't know the real happiness is. Nate vidu swart gati. People do not know the real swartha, the real, their selfishness is to take shelter of Vishnu. Bahiyartamanina, they give so much value to sense gratification. Andha, they are blind and they're led by another blind people, all fall into a ditch. And they're totally tightly bound with the law of the material nature. And my dear father's solution is take shelter of Hari, take dust of his lotus feet, and put dust of lotus feet on your body. And what happened? Hiranyakashipu becomes very upset after hearing this. He says, kill this child. So they try to kill in this way, so many ways, the attempt made to kill him, no use. And then when the teachers went home to attend the household affairs of Prahlad Maharaj, so what happens? Hiranyakashipu gets frustrated because all the attempts fail. So the Brahmanas say to Hiranyakashipu became very sad. He cannot kill anybody. He cannot kill this child, small child. And then nothing works. So he becomes very sad. So at that time, Shanda and Amarka, do not worry, my Guru Shukracharya is coming anytime. He will brainwash him nicely. And anyway, small child, no, what are they doing anyway? Don't care. He said, okay. So he leaves him. He doesn't say anything. Now Prahlad Maharaj in the Gurukul start preaching everybody. Was truly supreme learned person, then addressed his classmate in a very sweet voice. And what does he say? The first instruction. Kamaramacharet pragno dharman bhagavatam hiya dullabam manusham janama tadapi atrumam artadam. It's a human life is temporary but still very valuable. What you should do? Kamaramacharet pragno. From childhood we should take to Bhakti Vishnu. Very beautiful instruction. Human life is temporary, dullabam, arthadam, still it is very, very valuable. So take shelter of Hari Krishna immediately. Very beautiful. All the boys are listening. This for representation purpose, small number, but actually still big enough. And he continues, there are so many important instructions he gives. And then what happens? By hearing this instruction, they all become devotees. The other result. In the Gurukul, you see celebration is happening, kirtans are happening. So now Hiranyakashipu comes to know that this boy not only become devotee, Shanda and Amarka one day see the big Harinam is going, Hare Krishna, all are dancing, all the children. Oh my God, they run to Hiranyakashipu, Hare Baba, your son has spoiled everybody. All the Gurukul boys are chanting and dancing. I don't know what power this boy, really. And he's become so angry, he decides now he will kill him. Till now he had told, Shanda and Amarka are not told so many demons to kill, but never him. Now himself decided to kill. And he was really, really very powerful person. When Hiranyakashipu understood the entire situation, he was extremely angry. So his body was trembling and he was hissing like a snake. Hiranyakashipu said, oh, most impudent, most unintelligent disruptor of the family. He's telling Prahlad Maharaj like that. Prahlad Maharaj, you rascal, when I'm angry, all the planets are shake with their rulers. Why you are not scared of me? Anyway, I never see you scared of me. So Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear father, the source of my strength is also source of your strength. The source of all the strength is one. He's not only strength of mind, but also strength of everyone. Without him, no one can have any strength. Whether moving, non-moving, superior, inferior, everyone, including Lord Brahma, is controlled by the strength of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he said, what my strength? That is also source of your strength. And my dear father, please give up your demonic mentality. Enough of this. Give up. Do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. And make your mind equipoised. And he says, except for the uncontrolled mind, there is no enemy in this world. What an instruction I guess. Your enemy is your own mind. There is no enemy. You're imagining Vishnu to be enemy, but you have your enemy, my dear father, your own mind. So Hiranyakashipu said, you rascal, you're trying to maneuver the valley as if you are better than me controlling the sense. You cannot accept the reality. All are drunk. Why is he finding fault with Prahlad? He's over-intelligent. And I can therefore understand you wish to die at my hands. Oh, most unfortunate Prahlad, you say there is a being greater than me. Where is he? Is he in this pillar? The Prahlad Maharaj said, yes. You're speaking so much nonsense. I will now sever your head from the body. Now let me see a most worshipful God protect you. Obsessed with anger, Hiranyakashipu, who was great in bodily strength, the chastised with exalted devotees and Prahlad with harsh word, cursing him again and again. Hiranyakashipu took up his sword, got up from the royal throne. Great anger struck his fist against the column. And then what happened? Within the column came Narsimhadev. Narsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. And he killed Hiranyakashipu, you all know that. and fulfill all the prophecies of Brahma. It's all done. These all scenes then. Okay, till now everybody understood. Is there any questions till now? Next, really there.
Yes, Prabhuji, understood.
Yes, yes, very much.
Yes,
Prabhuji, what is
Prabhuji.
the name of what is the name of this Granth?
Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Pare. Now you feel like reading it? So beautiful. Srimad Bhagavate
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mahamuni Kimva Pare Ishvara Sadyo Hridi Avruddhate Kritivita Shanat. Where is our, so many, we have Prahlad Maharajas today, they are not visible. They have so many shlokas crammed. Gaurangi is not there. Manat is not there. Hare Krishna, Vijay. You want me to continue or and teach Prahlad Maharaj prayers also, or you want we stop here now?
You can continue, Prabhuji.
Your wish, Prabhuji.
Yeah, let's
We'll take it tomorrow, Prabhuji.
What? Ati Hara ho gaya already.
8 o'clock, we have another class.
You have a class at 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
What is the class?
This one only, Bhagavatam only.
Ah.
Another teacher from local our district.
Oh,
Shiksha Guru.
and you're Juhu.
Shiksha Guruji
No,
from
not
Mumbai.
Juhu. Kashi, Navi Mumbai.
Navi Mumbai.
Navi Mumbai.
Yeah. Venu Krishna Prabhu is taking the class.
Any questions?
The pronunciation of reading with what to say slogans.
You found it difficult?
Very difficult.
By practice it comes.
Not very difficult, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Okay, why don't you do one thing? So if you want me to continue, any questions? No questions now? It's all clear?
Yes,
Prabhuji, it is very clear.
The whole story.
Become like Prahlad, or you want to become like Hiranyakashipu?
Like Prahlad.
Prahlad.
Like Prahlad.
Prahlad.
Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj.
Hiranyakashipu.
Who is that great? And he'll be killed by God, that's right.
Like Prahlad Maharaj.
And how is the chanting going? Everybody is chanting happily?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
But today was not difficult on that day, reading
Yes,
that.
chanting.
Prahlad,
10
that day.
minutes chanting.
Very good, very good.
But when you don't do it on that time, no, your mind is, oh, you have not done. When are you
Yes,
going to do
Prabhuji, that guilty feeling is there.
Oh, nice. So,
that feeling bad. Oh, I didn't do it. I have to do somehow. That feeling is coming somehow.
You feel like increasing also. From 1 to 4, 4 to 8 like that.
so what we do now,
I have one question actually.
yeah.
Even I also have.
My name is Raghavendra.
Yes, Raghavendra. You're from where, Raghavendra?
I'm from Bangalore.
Yes, Raghavendra. Tell me.
Yeah, my question was like, why the God take the form of a son to the demon? Is there any particular reason for that? To teach the lesson like that?
Oh, the Prahlad.
Yeah.
Why did he send Prahlad that place?
Yeah, the first question was like, why he came in the form of a, child, the Prahlad as a teacher to the Hiranyakashipu.
God did not come, no? That's a devotee.
Yeah, why the devotee has come as a child? Why can't be any other relation? Is there any link to that? That was my question.
For Loka Kalyan.
You're trying to understand the Leela. That's a good question. See what happened, I tell you, Raghavendra.
Yeah.
Prahlad was a teacher.
Your question is appropriate. Krishna can decide what he wants to do, but he's never whimsical. So there are deep reasons why he does that. So you have to keep thinking. Okay? So what are the wonder? Because when Krishna lifted mountain, that was wonder. Everything Krishna does is wonder. So try, you'll find some very good reasons. I didn't think ever on this line. Why Prahlad was that?
Prabhuji, maybe if you pray sincerely, you will be able to definitely, he's there to support, to prove that.
No, that's okay.
Prabhuji.
Why did he? See, another thing is this: Krishna sometimes glorifies his pure devotees, because you see, when everybody saw Prahlad Maharaj, and we look at what we read, unimaginable, and you think Prahlad was in pain? No, he's a super very advanced devotee. Just like I was once talking to a Christian, and a Christian told me, "What do you say about Jesus?" I said, "He is my guru. He gave his life to spread message of the Lord." Then he said, "Why don't you become Christian?" I said, "See, I have Prahlad Maharaj, much bigger than your Jesus. Prahlad Maharaj is Paramahamsa." So great. I have respect for Jesus, but you can't compare to Prahlad. Prahlad is a million times more ahead of him, even though the small boy. Then I explained about Prahlad Maharaj. He said, "Yes, actually it is true. It's unbelievably great." So unbelievably great. That is Prahlad Maharaj. Very, very. In fact, Narsimha. Now let us do one thing. You all look to be in good mood. So those people who are getting late, you can actually, even though it's a holiday today, not have a now you're working on the new batch coming. Continuous work going on. So, but anyway, so I was a little exhausted, and meeting all of you, I'm feeling fresh now. Now, I'll read the prayers of Prahlad. We do that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
I have
Prabhuji.
one question,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Where are you, Heth? I've been looking for you.
Prabhuji, there was a little child who answered. He said for Lok Kalyan. I don't know who it was. There was a little boy or a girl, I don't know. When this question of why did God had to have a Prahlad to kill Hiranyakashipu, there was a little child who mentioned Lok Kalyan. Kaun tha wo? So cute, so cute.
Yes, Prabhu.
Who
Yes,
is that?
Prabhuji. I only answered.
Yeah, can we see you, please?
He is there, Mataji, visible.
I can't see him. My screen, I'm not able to see. I can only see you on my screen.
No, Mataji, you can see only 25 people in one screen.
Okay.
100 people here. Okay, so let us do something now. You're all happy till now. Everybody's together with me. Now,
Yes.
you never knew. Don't you tell me you never knew the actual conversation? Many of you had not.
Prabhuji, we
Hare
can do bhajan.
Yeah, who wants to do bhajan? Himanshi?
I want to do bhajan.
Who wants to sing bhajan?
Sing.
Who wants to sing?
Yes, Prabhuji, I am.
What is your name?
Hemant Sai.
Do you know how to sing Prabhupada Kirtan? Same tune.
No, I want to sing Prahlad Narsimha Kirtan.
Which one? Namaste Narsimhaya?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, that's amazing. Then after you sing Aishwarya Mataji, can you take care for some time to continue singing? Give me, if you can give 5 minutes, it's so hot here. I just take shower and come back. Then I'll tell you Prahlad Maharaj Leela.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So you please monitor, but then how you will do, where is...
Lyrics will be there, Guruji. Lyrics.
Wait a minute, I'll put the lyrics for all of you.
Namaste.
You can all see there are three things. Okay? Chalo. Chalo, start.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलाददायिने
माताजी
हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः शीलटङ्कनकालये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बहिर्नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदीं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरे अद्भुत शृङ्ग ललित हिरण्यकशिपो अनुभृङ्ग केशवधृत नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव करकमलवरे नाकम् अद्भुत शृङ्ग ललित हिरण्यकशिपो धनुभृङ्ग केशवधृत नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव
Thank you. Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Vasanta Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Bol. Hare Bol.
Now, Prabhuji, I will sing.
You also want to sing? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Now, somebody questions are also there. Oh. Yes, Rajesh Pahoja. Correct. Can a newborn baby remember the very first sight he was seen at one? My son says, remember post. Chalo. Now that is
Tata, Prabhuji.
Hello, you want to sing? Okay, now.
Yeah.
Chalo, I'll do something now. Thank you, Vasanta Mataji. It was nice. Everybody remember the Narasimha prayer. Okay, now. Unmute yourself, Hemant.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now sing.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladara Dhanaire. Praladara Dhanaire. Hiranyakashi Purvakshana. Hiranyakashi Purvakshana. Shilakankaratara ye Shilakanka lakara ye ito narsima parato narsima अंतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह यत्तो यत्तो यामि तन्तो नरसिंह यत्तो यत्तो यामि तन्तो नरसिंह माये नरसिंहो ऋणये नरसिंहो माये नरसिंहो ऋणये नरसिंहो नरसिंहादिं शरणाङ्गपते नरसिंहपदिं शरणाङ्गपते तव कर कमलवरे नखा अद्भुत शृंगार मुगलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गा तव कर कमलवरे नखाम् अद्भुत शृंगार मुगलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गा केशवरेता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे नखमद्भुत शृंगार मुगलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्ग केशवरेता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहने नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रभुपा जय गुरुदेवा हरे कृष्णा
ये वाला
Yes, I. उधर हम लोग ऑन कर दें, ऑन कर दें। एक्चुअली आप लोग मालूम नहीं। Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So we continue or tomorrow?
Your wish,
Continue,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Continue, Prabhuji.
Continue, Prabhuji.
Okay, let me see. Mm.
Started today, Guruji. Got up at 5 a.m. and joined this chanting.
Prabhuji, I have submitted.
Okay. Very good. This time it is going very nice registration. A lot of people are buying book set also along with the registration. So at least the Gita goes to their home with Japmala. It's very nice. Okay. Good. So
Prabhuji, now you are in temple, huh?
yeah, I always stay in temple. No. Okay, you can see, so 56% people, everybody is chanting, nobody know, very good. And some people have crossed 4 rounds, some people have crossed 8 rounds also, some people have crossed 16 rounds. Very nice, very nice. Chalo. Okay, we do for say 20 minutes more, because then 9 o'clock class is there, I'll get a little break. So we were where? We were in the Narsimha Leela. Yes. Now you all know Narsimhadev came, and this is, you all know Narsimhadev came to protect Prahlad, and Hiranyakashipu tried to fight, and they're no use. You cannot fight with Vishnu. He tears him to pieces. And many people find objection to this, that how is it that father is being killed and the son is giving garland to the Lord? He should at least protest. He's going to bless his father more than he can be. The father had to be stopped from what he was doing. So there was nothing wrong. He's being killed. He has to be stopped. He was very demonic. But then Prahlad Maharaj prayed for him. And he asked Narasimhadeva, please forgive my father. So in that way, he acted as the best well-wisher of his father. And this is the other soldiers attack. Hiranyakashipu tore them to pieces with the nails. Now all the devatas came and they offered prayers to Narasimhadev, but Narasimhadev was very angry. They could not do anything actually. They tried to pacify Narasimhadev, but Narasimhadev was very angry. He was really pained how much torture he had given to Prahlad Maharaj. And at that moment, his father requests Prahlad Maharaj that you please go and pacify Narasimhadev, because his anger was not coming down. Even all the devatas are trying to pacify him, his anger was not coming down. So this is a beautiful scene. At that moment, they asked Prahlad Maharaj, can you go and offer prayers? So Prahlad Maharaj said, okay, without any hesitation. See, devatas are hiding. None of them have courage to come in front of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj just walked. Okay. At this moment, Narasimha actually was doing some anger to show to everybody difference of faith of Prahlad than them. They may be devatas, but Prahlad Maharaj is even more advanced than them. Fearlessly, he just starts walking towards the Lord. He has full faith. So Krishna sometimes testing situation shows, when testing situation comes, the real devotee comes out. Normal situation, everybody.
Yes,
Testing situation, the real character comes out. Prahlad Maharaj fearlessly walks toward Narasimha. Everybody looking, oh my God, no fear. Look, he's walking his raised hand, so sweet. And then Prahlad Maharaj walks near Narasimhadeva and offers beautiful prayers. Let me read now those things. This is what actually happened. It's all people made, but I don't know where that is there. But mood is correct. But Shastra talks about this one. He puts his hand on his head. My dear Prahlad, that's so dear to me. And Prahlad Maharaj then offers prayers. These prayers are recorded in Bhagavatam. I want to read 6-7 important prayers he offers. It will be very happy for me. क्या करेंगे? And now, when Lord Narasimhadev saw the small boy Prahlad prostrate the soles of his feet, he became most ecstatic in affection toward the devotee. Raising Prahlad, the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head, because his hand is always ready to create fearlessness in all his devotees. But touch of the Lord Narasimha's hand on. I'm just reading the translation from Bhagavatam. Some places I will read the verses. But touch of the Lord Narasimha's hand on Prahlad Maharaj's head, Prahlad was completely free from all mental contamination and desires, as if he had been thoroughly cleansed. At once became transcendently situated, and all the symptoms of ecstasy became manifest in his body. His heart filled with love, and his eyes with tears. Thus he was able to completely capture the lotus feet of the Lord within the core of his heart. See, Bhagavatam is so beautiful. Prahlad Maharaj then fixed his mind and sight upon Lord Narasimha with full attention to complete trance. With a fixed mind, he began to offer prayers in love with a faltering voice. And now I'm reading Brahmadaya Surangara Munoyata Siddhaha Sattvaikatana Gatayo Vachasam Pravahe Naraditum Puraganai Adunapi Pipro Kim Toshtam Arhasi Same Harir Ugrajati. Oh my Lord, I am born in a demonic family, Ugrajati. What prayers I can offer to you? Brahma, the other Suragana, these are all great devatas. These are all siddhas. So they're all mode of goodness. And they're offered Vachasam Pravahe, beautiful prayers to you, full with poetry. I'm a demon's son. What can happen? The Prabhupada said this is the attitude always of a devotee. Devotee is always humble. So many things are there. I'll just select some. So beautiful prayer. Oh, most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of the demons as a result of my activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life in the metal world. When will the moment come that you will call me at the shelter of your lotus feet, which is the ultimate goal of liberation for the conditioned life? I read all of them on Narasimha Jayanti. Today I'll read just some of them. This is amazing. Itam nitire rishideva jashavatar hai lokan vibhavayasi hamsi. Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan dharmam mahapurusha pashayuganuvrittam channa kalo yadavavastri yogo atasmatvam. Here he says, my Lord, you come, but in Kaluga you come hidden. He predicts appearance of Lord Chaitanya. Such a great acharya. This is amazing. Nevo duje paradurate avaitaranyat tadvire gayana mahamrita magna chitta shoche tato vimukha chetasa indriyartha maya sukhaya bharamudvato vibudhan. He says, my Lord, nevo duje paradurate avaitaranyas. I'm not disturbed. Naiva dvije, paradhuyate, this seeing this fearful material existence, my Lord, I am not disturbed. Twadivire gayana mahamrita magna chitta, by glorifying your glories, I'm totally happy. Shoche, but I am lamenting. Vimukha chetasa, people who are averse to your service. Shoche tato vimukha chetasa indriyartha, people who are averse to your service. I am feeling sad. Why? Indriyartha, they run after sense gratification. Maya sukhaya bharam udvato mudan. They run after Maya Sukha and big anxiety they have. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yanmaya tunadi grihamed sukham hitocham. You understood this verse? He's saying, people are in Nevo duje paraduyate vaitaranyas. My Lord, I am not scared of the material manifestation, but I am feeling sad for the people who do not take shelter of your lotus feet. And Maya Sukha, so much bharamudvado anxiety they have for sense enjoyment. Such is there. Yanmaya tunadi grihamed sukham hitocham kandu yanena karayor kandu yanena karayor abhidukka dukkam tripyanti neha kripanah bahudukka bhaja kandu tivam manusijam vishaheta thira. Beautiful shloka. Yanmaya tunadi grihamed sukham hitocham. Maitun adi grihamed sukham hitocham. The people who think the sex life is everything, I spit at tucham, it is so bad. Kandu yanena karayor iva dukka dukkam tripyanti neha. Nobody has been ever satisfied in the Kripanah bahudukka bhaja. So many miseries become. Kandu tivam manushjam vishaheta dhira. A sober person tolerates this urge. So many beautiful things he is telling as a small child. My dear Prahlad, most gentle one, best of the family Asura, all good fortune to you. I am very much pleased with you. It is a pastime to fulfill the desire of all living beings. Therefore, you ask for me any benediction that you desire to be fulfilled. So Prahlad Maharaj says, please forgive my father. Such a sweet boy. Says, please, my Lord, from the core of my heart, please remove all material desires. My Lord, I'm not doing business with you. I'm your servant. It's not that I do bhakti because I want something. Because you ask, these are the things he asks. And finally, you see, oh my Lord, bestow the givers of benediction. If you at all want to bestow a desirable benediction unto me, then I pray from your Lordship that within the core of my heart, let there be no material desires. Oh my Lord, I am your unmotivated servant. You are my eternal master. There is no need of being anything other than master and servant. I'm naturally a master. I'm naturally a servant. We have no other relationship. Actually, if you read these prayers, you can keep going on for days. It is so sweet. Each is so sweet. Okay? Hare Krishna. So I think I close here today.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Please remind me. I
Krishna
can.
Prabhu, thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Take care.
Hare
This
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
was easy. This was understandable. We'll meet
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Pranam.
Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare.